Hello guys, in today's class we shall discuss problems based on synchronous motors. So here's the problem. A 400 volt 3-phase star connected synchronous motor has an armature resistance of 0.2 ohm, that is Ra is equal to 0.2 ohm, whereas you can see that voltage is 400 volt. There is a confusion whether to consider this as a phase voltage or line voltage. So you people do one thing, unless or until they mention it as phase voltage, you always consider it as line voltage by default. Okay, so V line voltage is equal to 400 volt. Again, it is what this is the voltage measured between two lines. Okay, and it is a star connected one. If you want to convert into terms of phase voltage, means what you have to do, V phase equal to VL by root 3. So divide 400 volt by root 3, you will be getting phase voltage. Okay, already they have done. Okay, let's read the problem. So Ra is 0.2 ohm per phase. Okay, and synchronous reactance of 2 ohm, that is Xs equal to 2 ohm per phase. While driving a certain load, it takes 25 ampere from the supply, means the line current, okay, is equal to 25 ampere. Calculate the back EMF EB per phase induced in motor if it is working with first one. What is that? Condition is 0.8 power factor lagging, whereas 0.9 power factor leading. Third one is at UPF conditions. Okay, so the given line voltage is 400 volt, whereas R is equal to 0.2 ohm and X is equal to 2 ohm, whereas line current is 25 ampere. And we know that in star connection, line current is equal to per phase current. So both values are same because the star current, that is the what condition we have, that is 25 ampere. And anyhow, we are doing per phase calculation here. So convert all the line things, line voltage in terms of, or line current in terms of per phase values. So V phase equal to VL by root 3. So it is 400 by root 3 is equal to 230.94. Okay, so next. And again, synchronous impedance. What is the formula for synchronous impedance? We know that synchronous impedance is equal to Ra plus jXs. So Ra is 0.2 ohm, which is already given, and again Xs is 2 ohm. So 0.2 plus J2 ohm is your in the form of rectangle. If you want to convert it, means you can convert in the polar form by using your calculator. The answer will be 2.001 at an angle 84.29 ohm. Okay, now we know that theta is associated, that is internal machine angle is always associated with the synchronous impedance. So theta is equal to 84.29. okay, so three things will come into picture here. One is delta, one is theta, one is phi. Delta is your load angle and theta is your internal machine angle, whereas your phi is power factor angle. And we know that resultant per phase value is formula is I into Zs. Just substitute I is equal to what? We know that in the star connection all the currents are same. So it is 25 ampere, which is already given in the problem. And again, since I'm assuming only the magnitude here, I'm not considering any angle here. So in terms of magnitude, Zs will be equal to 2.001. And remember, it is not 0.2. Okay. If you want to do means, you can consider this as whole 0.2 plus J2 ohm. But since we are bothered with just magnitude, so convert in the polar form and just substitute that 2.001. So resultant per phase voltage will be what? 50.025 volt. And now first condition was what? 0.8 lagging. Yes or not? Cos phi is equal to 0.8 lagging. It is given. For this we need to calculate what? EB per phase. So I'm taking the first case, that is cos phi is equal to 0.8 lagging. So phi will be what? 36.869 degree. Just cos phi is equal to what? Cos inverse of 0.8. You're getting the degree as 36.869. So what is the formula for lagging load? This is already formula we derived earlier class. So V phase square is equal to ER phase square plus V phase square minus 2 ER phase V phase cos of theta minus phi. So remember, this minus is for what? Lagging. If it was leading means it will be plus, and for any of our UPF phi will be 0. Either minus or plus, doesn't matter, bother to that formula. Okay, so since it is lagging, I'm taking it as minus. So substituting as per the values we have got in the above. So after substituting each and everything, we will be getting EB per phase as 200.505. So here what you can see here is V phase is 230.94 and again VB phase is 200.505. So after doing this, what we come to know, this EB phase is lesser than V phase. What does it mean? Motor is clearly lagging condition. Again, it is what? Under excited. Okay, why? Because if V phase is greater than EB phase, then only it will be over excited condition. And again, since you can see from it is very much clear, so 200 is lesser than 230, so it is an under excited condition. Again, it is a lagging. Anyhow, we doing it for lagging itself, 0.8. Okay. Now second case, you can see cos phi is equal to 0.9 leading. Same formula will be having, only what changes, lagging for leading it is plus. Okay, plus, instead of cos theta minus phi, it will be cos theta plus phi. And any of, again, phi will change because we are doing for new power factor, that is 0.9 leading. Again, you can take phi by calculating it as cos inverse of 0.9, it will be 25.84, you can do in the calculator. And again, you can substitute the remaining things as per the above values, and after doing this, you'll get what? EB per phase as 252.562. You can see that here V phase and EB phase you can compare. V phase is 230.94, whereas EB phase is 250.562. Clearly, we can say that EB phase is greater than V phase. So in this, we know that whenever this condition happens, then obviously it is a overexcited condition. Okay, it's an overexcited condition. Okay, so that's why it is written as power factor is leading. Obviously, for leading power factor, we have a overexcited condition. Okay, and again, it is proved also. Okay, EB phase must be greater than EB phase, and it is proved while solving the problem. Now, third case is what? Cos phi is equal to 1, that is phi is equal to 0. Yes or no? Cos inverse of 1 is 0. Again, substitute the same formula. Again, plus phi or minus phi doesn't bother here because any of phi value is 0. Either you add or delete for 0 from theta, it doesn't matter. And substitute in the formulas as per the above, same thing. Again, you get what? EB phase as 231.38. Now, you can see that EB phase and V phase are approximately almost equal. So, it is a unity power factor condition. This is what we have understood from your previous problem. Okay, this is all we have done for the three cases. Yes, sir, not case 1, case 2, case 3 we solved. So EB first we calculated for 0.8 lagging, EB per phase we calculated it for 0.9 leading, whereas EB per phase we calculated it for unity power factor conditions. So next we shall move to the second problem. A 3-phase 500 volt, again this 500 volt is line voltage itself. Synchronous motor draws a current of 50 ampere from the supply while driving a certain load. So here they haven't mentioned whether it is star connected or delta connected in this problem. Okay, the stator is, okay, it is clear mentioned here in the next part of the problem, that is stator is star connected. So IL is equal to I is equal to 50 ampere and VL is equal to 500 volt and V per phase is equal to 500 by root 3. The stator is star connected with armature resistance as 0.4 ohm per phase. R is equal to 0.4 ohm per phase. And remember, always remember the values whatever you have in the problem should be what? In per phase value. If they are not in per phase value means then you have to convert in per phase. Okay, and synchronous reactance is of 4 ohm per phase. Find the power factor at which motor should operate or would operate when the field current is adjusted to give the line values of generated EMFs as 600 volt and 380 volts. These are the EMF generated. Okay, EB phase per phase, and you are supposed to what? Calculate power factor. Okay, I mean before case what happened, earlier problem they gave power factor and you calculated EMF per phase for different power factors, and here they are given what? EMFs. We have to calculate power factor by using the same formula. Okay, there is nothing change, just there is a difference of given values. Okay, difference in the given values. Again, VL is equal to 500 volt, star connection, we have to convert in per phase. So V phase equal to VL by root 3, can see it is 288.67, and RA is per ohm per, ohm per phase, that is 0.4 ohm per phase, whereas synchronous reactance is 4 ohm per phase. If I convert in terms of impedance, it will be RA plus JX as 0.4 plus J4. So if I convert in polar form, it will be 4.019 at an angle 84.89. So we know that theta is associated with ZS. So theta is equal to 84.89 degree. Any of V phase we calculated, and IL, we know that IL is equal to I. Yes or not? Because it's a star connection, so both are same. So again, resultant, this is the default value you need to calculate. Anyhow, we'll get this thing in the earlier problem, I mean in the coming formula. So ER phase, since I'm bothered with the only magnitude, I'm just taking ZS as 4.019 and not 0.4. Okay, 0.4 is not a magnitude. This is a real part, imaginary part. So 4.019 is the magnitude which we only get in polar form. Okay, not in rectangle form. So 4.019. So it is 200.95 if I multiply this. So now first case was what? EB line, that is 600 volt. I told you unless or until they mention it as per phase, you assume it as always a line voltage. So I'm going to convert that 600 volt in terms of per phase. So we know that it's star connection. Again, relation, we know that EB per phase equal to EB line per by root 3. Just divide 600 by root 3, you will be getting what? 346.410 as well. You can see that, and compare this, EB phase is greater than V phase. Yes sir, and V phase what it was? 288.67, so 346.410 is this. So obviously EB phase is greater than V phase. Whenever it is greater, then remember it is always a overexcited condition. It's a leading power factor. Okay, overexcited condition as well as leading power factor. It's already given here. So substitute the same formula here. Same formula I can use. They have written as Q plus F. Again, leading means remember it is always plus. Okay, theta plus phi. You can just change this. They should be written as theta. Okay, theta plus phi. Okay, now they have phi they written here. And again, theta is what? Theta is already done here, 84.89, 84.89. Any of this formula, you know, this formula remains same, only what changes plus or minus depending upon leading or lagging. But for this condition, we came to know that this is a leading power factor. Why? Because EB phase is greater than V phase. Now, theta, anyhow we got, but only thing is what we need to calculate phi. Yes or no? But EB phase we know. Yes or not? VB phase we know. We have calculated it. And V phase also we know, which we have calculated earlier. V phase 288.67 square. ER phase also we calculated here. Where is ER phase? It is over here. We also calculated that. And next substitute the remaining values and do the calculations, which is simple calculation, and calculate the phi. Okay, it will be around 3.8877 degree. Okay, make sure you put the calculator in degree mode. Okay, all of you. So power factor is equal to what? Power factor is not phi. Power factor is cos phi. Phi is what? Power factor angle. We got power factor angle, but you are supposed to calculate what? Cos phi. So cos of 3.877 will give me 0.9977, approximately equal to what? 1. Okay, power factor, but it is leading. Next, second case, what was that? EB line was 380 volt. Again, convert in terms of per phase. So it is 219.393. Again, we can see compare with V phase. So EB phase is 219 and V phase is 288. So obviously EB phase is lesser than V phase. So one thing what we come to know here is it's an under excited condition and it's a lagging power factor. Okay, that's simple. And same for lagging power factor, I said substitute this minus instead of plus, and remaining formula is same. Substitute the values as per this second condition, 219 points, and V phase remains same, ER phase also remains same. Okay, what changes is here is theta is also same. Okay, similarly you can do calculation here and just calculate what? Phi. So that is power factor angle. It is 34.93 and power factor will be cos phi. So cos of 34.93 will be what? 0.819 lagging. Okay, next. So this is what two things they asked in the problem, and we calculated power factors for both EMFs. So find the power factor at which motor would operate when the field current is adjusted to give the line value. So these are the EMF for these two EMFs. We got what? Two power factors. One is for leading, one is for what? Lagging, right? So let us move into the next problem. So you can see third problem. A 1000 kilowatt 3-phase star connected 3.3 kilovolt 24 pole 50 hertz synchronous motor has a synchronous reactance of, that is XS equal to 3.24 ohm per phase, and resistance is negligible. You can take RA as 0. Okay, since they have mentioned it is negligible. The motor is fed from infinite bus bars. Don't bother about that and all. Its field excitation is adjusted to result UPF. So cos phi is equal to 1 at red load. Okay, at read load, something they mentioned here, at read load. I think it's a current load. Compute the maximum power and torque that motor can deliver with its excitation remaining constant at this value. So field current, that is flux, will be always constant at this particular load condition. So we know that, like I said, they haven't mentioned whether it is line voltage or per phase. So by default it will be a line voltage 3.3 kilovolt, and P is 24 poles. F is equal to 50 hertz. It is given here. And synchronous reactance is 3.2 ohm per phase, and I have RA is negligible, so I have taken RA is equal to 0. So converting in terms of synchronous impedance, it is RA plus JXS, and RA is 0, J 3.24. Convert in polar, you will be getting what? 3.24 at an angle 90. So magnitude is 3.24, and theta will be what? 90 degree. Okay, and anyhow they are given here what? UPF condition. So cos phi is equal to 1 and phi is equal to 0 and theta is equal to 90 as per this value. Now obviously I told you the formula whatever we have derived are based on what? Per phase. So convert the given line values in terms of per phase. Vt is equal to V phase equal to VL by root 3. Substitute 3.3 kV divided by root 3. So we'll be getting what? 1905.255 volt. So this is the per phase value. Okay, and they haven't mentioned anything about the current and all. And let us use a simple formula, that is P is equal to root 3 VL IL cos phi to calculate the line current or armature current. Did they mention any star connection something here in the problem? Yes, star connection. So line current will be equal to armature current. Okay, so instead of using this formula, you can also use what? P is equal to 3 V phase I phase cos phi. Okay, you can use that formula also. You'll be getting the same answer. Anyhow they have used this formula. Let us stick to this. And again remember, IL is equal to IA. Like I said, it is a star connection. There is no any relation. I mean relation in sense what? The line current is equal to the armature current. Okay, since it's a star connection. So instead of writing IL, they have written as IA. So they have made this formula in terms of current. So P divided by root 3 VL cos phi. So P is 1000 kilowatt. Already they have given in the problem. Yes, 1000 kilowatt. So 1000 into root 3, 1000 into 10 to the power 3 divided by root 3. and VL. Okay, remember it's not a per phase voltage, it's a line voltage. So I'm not going to write it as 1905.25, it's line voltage.